What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. You see this guy up here with a crime scene behind him? The man you see up here is 34-year-old Adam Mercado. And this guy right here is a convicted felon and out there in North Carolina. And news broke last night that this guy, within a span of hours, killed 3 people, 2 people in Union County, North Carolina, and 1 person in Mecklenburg, Charlotte, to be precise. Random people in an attempt to, take something that they had. I want you to take a look at this story and just show you how these random acts of violence are popping up like weeds, like almost to the point where, it's almost commonplace for somebody in the position of this type of animal to feel as though it's their right to do what they do, and thus they do it. Take a look at this. 3 people dead for no damn reason.
News. That breaking news here first at 4. Detectives link a double murder in Monroe and a murder in Charlotte to the same suspect.
Police have arrested Adam Mercado. Monroe police say they found 2 bodies at midnight. Detectives say Mercado killed them, as CMBD also accuses him of a separate murder in Charlotte yesterday. So we're on your side with this breaking news first at 4. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Carter.
And I'm Siobhan Bryan. Reporter Natisha Lance just spoke with Monroe police about the case. She joins us now live.
So Natisha, they say it's a complicated case. I know that. And they're still trying to sort through things, aren't they?
Yeah, John, this is a complicated case. Police are still trying to piece together everything, and we're going to do our best to walk you through everything that we know. We have now learned new information about how police discovered that connection between these 2 scenes in Charlotte and Monroe, where 3 people were left dead. The suspect, as you mentioned, Adam Mercado, is currently in CMPD custody after they say he killed a man in Charlotte on Thursday. But Monroe police say his killing spree may have started here as early as Wednesday. Investigators now believe Mercado may have killed 2 people at this apartment in the 2600 block of Nelda Drive in Monroe as early as Wednesday.
He actually killed the victims here in Monroe, took our victim's vehicle, and then at some point went to Charlotte and killed the victim in Charlotte. Then Charlotte Mecklenburg police became aware of that. Then we became aware of it, and then he was caught in Anson County.
Now, Monroe police also tell us Mercado stole the vehicle of the Charlotte victim, and that is a vehicle that he was found in Anson County. He is currently with CMPD. He has been questioned throughout the day, according to Monroe police. He is facing charges there. He has been charged with first-degree murder and robbery, and Monroe police say he will also be charged in connection to the 2 murders here. Now, coming up at 5, we are digging deeper into Mercado's criminal history, and a lot of questions being raised now about why he was not already in jail. We are live in Monroe. Natisha Lance, WBTV, on your side.
I'm sure that's a question a lot of people have tonight. Natisha, thank you.
Tonight, we start with a breaking news update. I'm Nick Sertivin. Tonight, we're learning more about a multi-county crime spree that left 3 men dead. CMPD says Adam Mercado killed Gerald Barnes on Central Avenue near Hawthorne Lane. And police in Monroe say he is responsible for the death of Matthew Moody and James Wallace. WCNC Charlotte's Siobhan Riley spoke with a woman who knew one of the victims.
I just spoke with a woman who says she knew 68-year-old Gerald Barnes. They were preparing to share office space at this warehouse before his life was taken.
He was one of the sweetest, most amazingly grateful humans ever.
Bethany McDonald just met Gerald Barnes a few days ago. Her organization hoped to be completely moved into this warehouse on Central Avenue by December 1st.
And we came here because of the safety. We've been on North Tryon Street. We've been down by No Doubt Brewing. We've been robbed 9 or 10 times as a nonprofit. And we came here for the safety. And I know he did too.
That safety cut short Thursday when Barnes became one of the victims in a multi-county crime spree. Adam Mercado is accused of killing Barnes. According to an affidavit, Mercado stabbed Barnes several times before stealing his wallet and car.
It was unfortunate. It was unnecessary. And he deserved better.
CMPD working to assure people in the area are safe.
It's our mission to bring this case, like every other, to the fastest resolution we can so that the community can feel at peace with where they live and work every day.
3 hours after that, Monroe police say 2 men were found dead inside an apartment on Nelda Drive after CMPD asked them to do a welfare check. Police say he's responsible for their deaths as well.
We are working closely with CMPD and with the SBI on this one, so it's going to be multi-jurisdictional.
Mercado has quite an extensive criminal history dating back to 2008. He was charged with resisting an officer in 2011, second-degree trespassing in 2016, breaking and entering a motor vehicle in June of this year, and much more. At the time of these crimes, he was on active supervision out of Union County. That was set to end next week.
And the folks I spoke with said they turned their surveillance video over to police, which they believed helped capture the suspect. Though they didn't want to talk about what they witnessed in that video, they described it as brutal. In East Charlotte, Siobhan Riley, WCNC Charlotte.
See shit. Now I got the article up here and it's saying that all 3 of these homicides occurred between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight. The police are believing. This guy's 34 years old. He killed a 52-year-old man, a 49-year-old man, a 68-year-old man. The 68-year-old man was stabbed to death in Charlotte. The other 2 people, I don't know how they died. It doesn't have it up here. But makes no sense, man. People kill as easily as they breathe. Now, this guy right here has a criminal history, right? They named some of the things he did. It says in 2019, he was convicted of breaking and entering into a house of worship. So he broke into a church. So you know he's lawless and has no scruples. Said in 2008, he attempted to break into a woman's workplace after she evicted his girlfriend. By that point, police said he faced more than 50 charges within the last 4 years. Of dumb shit. 34 years old, from 30 to 34 in 4 year span. 50 charges. What is that? 50, 12, 13, what 12, over 12 a year? You getting arrested 12 times a year. And nothing was done to this guy? See, I told you, the justice system, they coddle criminals and they embolden them to do bigger and better things. This guy been locked up more times than a normal person can count. And he's put in a position where his punishment is nothing to him. So what do you do with people like this? And that's the problem. That's what needs to be addressed. That's what they need to come together and talk about. The punishment system in America needs a reboot. Because the minds of these criminals out here doing crimes and the fearlessness that they possess have all been updated. Yet we still trying to live and judge, have judges out here give people penalties according to remorse, whether they feel sorry for action they done. Those days are long gone. 3 people died in the course of 4 hours? 3 people. None of them, I'm more than sure, knew each other. Maybe the first 2, I don't know. They were connected, but none of these people knew each other, but they suffered the same fate. Violence, unchained by a dude that already showed he was an animal and not fit to be in society. So whose fault is that? One of the things that pisses me off a lot of times about murders and stuff is when you hear people say, people in power, we'll give them justice. We'll give to every extent of the law, and our hearts and minds go out to the families and those caught up in the, struggle of trying to figure out and pick up the pieces. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're doing a 9-to-5 job with guidelines where you put every heartbreaking story of death and destruction in categories and you judge it according to that. You don't judge it to how it destroys families or how these people meant something to somebody and how part of them, when all of them died, part of somebody else died, and it thus keeps fragmenting society. You don't never think about that. If I ran shit, I would think about that type of stuff. Who did he leave behind? Who depended on him or her? Why did this person kill this person? And I would judge accordingly. Either way, man, this dude right here, man, I don't even know him, but I just know this dude right here is an idiot. It says he was on trial, he was awaiting trial for a felony gun charge and had been found to cut off his ankle monitoring bracelet. That ankle monitoring bracelet is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen. People cut that shit off and they don't get caught for years. So who the fuck is monitoring it? I'm done. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May these people rest in peace. And this guy right here was already showing a buildup of being, you know, vicious to where somebody paid the price. And 3 people did all at once. See you in the next video. Take care.